match that matters more than any other on the globe. So whose name is going to be the last one into this year's tantalising semi-final lineup? The Argentinians with the greatest artist of them all, or the street-smart Switzerland? Argentina in the winning colours of 2022, the light blue and white, the Swiss wearing the red. And for the right to play England in Atlanta on Wednesday. Kansas City is noisy, but it's also
appreciate that.
Nervous anticipation as well. As Dan Indoy tries to creep beyond Argentina for the first time.
People don't seem to appreciate you.
Who fired it back towards the Argentinian 6-yard box with purpose.
Appreciate my chat, man. I appreciate y'all.
Alexis McAllister.
For Argentina.
Well, Brad Friedel, nobody in here really knows what to expect, and such is the beauty of this game that we love. We don't either.
Well, I think Switzerland's going to be a little bit cautious defensively. They definitely don't want to go a goal down. They know the brilliance of Messi, but there's also some other brilliant players that are on this pitch for Argentina. What we just saw on the first action of the game for Switzerland, Ndoye is a handful, and he's going to cause Molina and Romero and DePaul on that side some issues with his
Appreciate that, Red. Appreciate it.
Try to look to feed Embolo. For Switzerland, I think it's paramount they get to halftime 0-0 or even go up a goal. But this is not going to be an easy test for Argentina, as some may think.
Jaw hurt.
That comeback against Egypt has already been dubbed the 14-minute miracle. I think most were preparing the Argentinian obituaries. Those on the pitch in Atlanta certainly won't. But they probably do need a win that carries assurance tonight if people are to believe that this is going to be their year again. There's Ricardo Rodriguez, one of the stable members of this Swiss side now for many years. And back it goes to Gregor Kobel, who was one of the heroes for Switzerland in that round of 16 win over Colombia. His big penalty save from Cucho Hernandez, which has ultimately booked their spot here in Kansas City tonight.
Yes, had a magnificent game. We have two of the tournament's best on display, Emi Martinez and Kobel. Expect both of them to be busy.
I can't watch it live anyway. If I was to watch it live, I couldn't show it. Come on, bro. You ran him over.
Who will be on the goal hunt tonight, Julian Alvarez.
Let me know who win, Wolf. Let me know who win.
Including the hat-trick he scored inside this stadium. And he is still yet to get off the mark himself. Ndoye, who has pace, and pace to test Molina. And Molina went with him, but the last touch
Corner kick for Switzerland.
Here did it come off the Argentinian, but clearly it was Ndoye.
Well, it's not.
Was it off Argentina?
We've seen Ndoye take on Molina.
That was off Argentina.
Already. I think this is going to be on show for.
Oh, they already cheating.
Very difficult.
It clear as that. Well, we know what this finna get. We already know what this finna go to. Chris, we already know what's gonna happen. That clearly went off of Argentina.
Swiss victory over Argentina. Martinez to Christian Romero.
Dude, that's my tab. He donated some jewels. My jaw hurt.
Powerfully away by Elvedi. Rolo didn't keep his feet, but really kept his active to try and run that down. And he's got a big part to play for Switzerland tonight, Fabian Rieder. Very much liked by Murat Yakin for the high press that he provides, the energy to this Switzerland team.
And the energy by So. I think those two are going to be integral to them getting chances and being able to play in transition when they win the ball.
I'm going to sleep after this. I ain't gonna lie.
Zakaria, who is more naturally
No, not yet.
central midfielder, the
Then I
captain
didn't refresh it.
club side Monaco, but it's been utilised as a right
I'm
back in
bad.
this tournament for Switzerland
I'm bad on
in
that.
their last few games. Xhaka.
No, 21
Patiently
seconds.
waiting to see if a gap is going to appear. Freul is the one who makes the bursting run. Back it comes to Alvedi. Here's Manuel Akanji, whose penalty miss against Colombia a few days ago mattered not in the end.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep after this. I ain't gonna lie, Chad. My head is banging.
And for Switzerland tonight, remember,
Mine is banging right now.
Zambia again, who has been a World Cup sensation. 3 goals, 2 assists for him, but is not able to recover from his injury to play this evening, having missed that Colombia game as well.
No, it's my tooth, boy. It's my tooth.
Reader has it for Switzerland. Mbolo, Reader.
I gotta get a 2 taken out Monday.
So is there, headed away by Martinez.
That was close. That was
So
close.
far, Switzerland is dictating the possession and the press.
I'm gonna get some
They're
water.
surprising Argentina in the early stages of this match.
Who have lost it again, the champions.
Nah, it was when I was a kid.
Gibril So.
I was eating candy on that shit as a kid.
Zacharia's cross with the deflection missed by
I didn't listen to my mom. She was like, oh yeah,
over the top by a distance from Xhaka.
brush your teeth after eat candy, etc. And yeah, it was when I was a kid.
150 seconds Swiss
Oh,
cap this evening for Granit Xhaka, already the record holder, which you will not be surprised to hear in terms of
Come on,
Swiss
Swiss cheese.
caps. Given the high number.
That nigga capping. Nah, it's not that. I can eat on this side. It's just this side. My fucking jaw just hurt. But
Well, whatever path presents itself for Lionel
I got
Scaloni's
some pain relieving
Argentina,
pills.
to win it from here,
I'm
they need to
gonna
conquer
take one after this.
anything and everything.
And I'm going nighty night. Ain't gonna lie.
A couple of monumental tasks ahead of them if they want to lift the trophy, but they've got one right here in front of them. The way that Switzerland has positioned themselves, the way that they've set up, and the intent. The Swiss team is set up to win this match, not to just be the almost semi-finalists.
Perhaps encouraged by the fragility that Argentina have quite readily shown in their last couple of games. Tagliafico now.
But once I get this tooth out, I'll be straight.
Molina.
It's the only tooth that bothers me,
He
honestly.
hasn't had too many touches of the ball tonight, and the roar will tell you when he's on the ball. Molina. Alvedi there to sweep it away. Messi. McAllister. Argentina corner.
It is remarkable. Lionel Messi hasn't touched the ball yet, and the first 2 times he does, he creates 2 chances. You see 4 Swiss players try to get around Lionel Messi. The problem with that is other players are going to be open if he does.
You see my chat too. Appreciate him for my chat.
That Messi hat-trick here against Algeria, the first World Cup treble that he had ever scored in his career. And it is Messi's ball which came through, and via a Swiss head, it will be another Argentina corner.
Yeah, he hits these with such precision. Very difficult when the runs are good to defend against it. It's Mbolo, just gets enough on the header.
And given the fact that it feels like it is about 90% Argentinians inside this Kansas City stadium tonight, if not a smidge more. The sound every time Lionel Messi is on or near the ball is deafening.
He's on tap. Okay. I'm not going live after this though.
Messi's corner, what a header that is!
Oh my God.
Alexis McAllister.
Oh my God, that was a nice header.
With precision.
That was a nice header. Oh my God, 1-0 already. 1-0. I got Argentina winning this. The way it's looking, Argentina got this. The way it's looking. It's only been 10-ish minutes, but 1-0 Argentina, 1-0.
Just is truly remarkable.
Argentina got this, I ain't gonna lie.
Switzerland were just getting in the groove. They thought they started the match well, which they did. Argentina had no attacks. The first time Messi
he's on Argentina.
Creates 2 chances. The first corner was inches away from being perfect. The second one is perfect. Tremendous service, tremendous run, tremendous timing, and an even better glancing header by McAllister.
His first goal of this World Cup.
Look at her gripping cheeks.
Messi the provider. McAllister with the end
I
product.
mean, Messi jumped up. Hey,
And monumentally
grab
big
some
start
cheeks.
for the Arbis.
It's a sport. I know it's a sport.
This is
Relax.
exactly what Switzerland didn't want when you have to chase a game against this Argentinian team with Lionel Messi in it. You're going to have to open up at some stage.
Yeah, that's another thing I need to do. I need to play all the Black Ops campaign on hard difficulty.
That goal the fastest for Argentina so far at this 2026 FIFA World Cup.
How the fuck is it?
On the 10-minute mark from
It's
Argentina's number 20.
I don't know, Chris. I don't
Provided by
know.
Argentina's number 10. All the digits make sense.
If it gets a 4-0, I'm cutting it off. I'm lying. Nah, 4-0 would be crazy work. I'm not gonna lie.
Space all of a sudden, the Switzerland head coach. Robust from Romero.
That was a little bit silly. He's going nowhere. It's on the halfway line. I don't think you need to clatter into him like
I'm already knowing, Wolf. I'm already knowing. Well, that was a good game for me. I feel like so. The last Black Ops I played was 3. That was actually good to me. I just feel like Black Ops, the way they're in, it just, I don't know, not good. Yeah, facts. Well, facts. I don't play the new Black Ops. I haven't played no new Black Ops.
Bolo just a little behind so, but he readjusted, but then couldn't find the pass that Ndoye wanted.
Well, that confidence which
Yeah,
showed in the early moments.
I'm gonna still have to play them anyway.
Have evaporated just a little bit with this
Eventually.
Argentinian goal.
And you will note
Eventually.
the bands tonight as well, Argentina players remembering Antonio Albaldo Ratin, who has died at the age of 89. Tall, tenacious, commanding midfielder in his day, who's
Well, I thought in traffic, that much traffic.
like few others. He spent his entire playing career there, won 5 league titles in his homeland, and he represented Argentina at 2 World Cups as well, including 1966 when he captained the national side and wore the famous number 10 jersey.
Yeah, that's what I heard. The new Black Ops was like co-op. I'm like, campaign co-op. The fuck? They don't add up. My fucking jaw hurts.
Swiss leaning on their own powers of recovery, behind for the first time in this FIFA World Cup. In fact, they were the only team that went through all of qualifying and indeed up to this very point tonight.
Yeah, what gesture?
Alexis McAllister's goal, having not been behind at any point in this World Cup cycle.
We'll see what kind of character they can show
I'm
going
turning up
1-0 down against one of the world's elite.
What you mean? Oh, yeah.
Saying this week, at Yakin, that there is nothing better than having a chance to play the world champions. But it has been clear that they are vulnerable. Well, it doesn't feel that way right now. So Alvarez is beaten to it.
How did it happen? That's the same way Red got hacked. He was in hella Discord servers.
Molina to pluck that out of the sky. Can't quite poke the ball on towards Messi. Rodriguez being hounded in all directions, and Messi comes away with it for Argentina. Might have just lost his balance, but the nature of McAllister's tenaciousness wins it back temporarily.
I bet we'll bet. People don't want to see him. We'll appreciate you.
This is Ndoye.
Very good counter pressing by DePaul. And Molina here, he had to go and press because he had vacated his spot. This is exactly what Argentina want. They want Lionel Messi on the ball, cutting inside to use that left foot of his.
My 20 seconds.
Well defended by Switzerland.
I'm relaxing after this. I ain't gonna lie. I can't wait to get the fucking tooth out, bro. This is annoying and it hurts.
Zakaria
constant pain.
Bolo just showed too much of the ball to not one but two Argentinian defenders, and that was enough. Ball foul by Rodriguez.
Oh damn! Oh, that fucking French rod.
You're right. Yakin will mind this. It's pressing high up the field, showing their intent again, how they wanted to start the game. Just as Lionel Messi's going to find himself with 2 or 3 players around him, likewise Embolo.
Excuse me.
It goes towards Alvarez, who has the pace to disrupt Akanji. Stuck to the task well, the Swiss defender on that occasion. Paredes. Messi. Alvarez, back to Messi. It's Tagliafico, who was one of the players whose perhaps position was under an element of scrutiny, not because of poor performances, but just because of the options that Lionel Scaloni has in that left-back area, and whether he wanted a more defensive or attacking player to fill the position tonight.
Oh, man.
Nobody had scored more than Argentina coming into these quarterfinals. 14 in their 5 matches, now 15 in 6. Underneath it, but without the distance he wanted to get on it, but then he crunched into the jack-up challenge on Freuler.
Argentina ball
with
tap.
many streaming forward around him. And McAllister hoping
they could have scored again right there, I ain't gonna lie.
Well,
they could have scored again right there, I ain't gonna lie.
Who blocked Messi, who's very good defending. And as Argentina gets their rhythm with the ball, Messi starting to drift in the number 10 areas and in these pockets. And Akanji and Elvedi don't know whether to go with them or stay.
An absorbing 20 minutes so far in Kansas City. As you may have already seen, England into the semi-finals after their win following extra time against Norway earlier. So's effort right at Martinez.
I think Switzerland can find a lot of joy behind Paredes, in front of Romero and Lisandro Martinez, and attacking Molina's side with Ndoye.
Martinez's ball forward was perfectly placed for Alvarez and his speed, but Alvarez had a head start and
I figured it was
offside. Certainly now with Argentina in front, he can be a real menace with his pace behind those in red.
And his work rate, and then when he tires out, you have Lautaro Martinez to come in. This Argentinian squad is not lacking of quality.
We're not sitting in the box yet.
Waited for So. Who was met very crisply indeed by Lisandro Martinez.
Did it hit off of Argentina? Oh, wait, all right, I got it. Yeah. It off Switzerland.
There's a litany of Argentinian stars here tonight. Javier Pastore amongst them. Maxi Rodriguez there as well.
Zanetti, legend of Inter Milan and Argentina.
Well, they've had a little more of the ball so far, Switzerland. The scoreline clearly isn't the one that they would want, but how would you assess their first quarter of this game, Brad?
Well, I think they started in the first 10 minutes up until Argentina scored very well. I think they were the ones pressing, they were the ones with the ball. It's just that when Lionel Messi gets the ball, he creates magic. He's had the ball a couple of times and he created 2 chances, then 2 corner kicks. One was nearly perfect, the other was perfect.
Fourth time for Switzerland in a World Cup quarter-final, but not since 1954 have they been at this stage of the tournament. Beat by Martinez. Sold not 1 but 2 there, including Gibraltar.
Not bad for a centre-back.
Yeah.
And that is
I did it right.
To pause and to
Yeah, I knew it. I figured
it has been a really quite fascinating start to this final quarter-final in Kansas City, and Argentina leading Switzerland by a 1-0.
I'm going to sleep at this, hang on line.
A creamy Parmesan and bacon quarter pounder? There literally are no words for the quarter pounder fans.
Here goes. 1, 2, 3.
I'm going to sleep after this, no cap.
New footy features. Bet all 120 minutes and get early payouts when your team goes
Y'all
up.
heard one,
Live
too.
betting lets you celebrate every strike.
I gotta go to Dennis money though.
And with FanDuel's new Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. At FanDuel, every score means more. North America's number
What's
one
the team deal with the
sportsbook
stream?
casino. FanDuel, play your game.
How's that fight going on, Dylan? Yeah, same here, Dylan. My sleep schedule been fucked. Ever since the World Cup started, it's been fucked. But I'm going to sleep after this.
Game over. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra Zero.
Canada isn't just pretty. It's powerful. And our government has a plan to unlock that power. As the world races towards clean energy, Canada's government will use our natural advantage to build world-class energy projects that bring down costs, create thousands of new jobs, and lower emissions. We'll build a cleaner future in a way that only Canada can.
You'll say
A message from the government of Canada.
My fucking jaw hurt.
New McCafe crafted sodas.
My fucking jaw hurt.
Fizzy flavor and
like I'm in pain right now.
Sweet cold foam. Obsessed. Part of the new McCafe lineup from McDonald's.
Which was like a pain, then it goes away, but it's a constant pain. So I gotta take some pain relievers and go to sleep. This shit hurt. It don't hurt bad, but I could deal with it. But it's like it's a throbbing pain.
$1 million on a huge renovation in 2010. And they know all about cathedrals.
No, I did the other day, but yeah, facts, it does. It does. It hurts. I ain't gonna lie. Like I can see, feel like there's a pain, then it goes away. No. Yesterday, it lasted 5 hours. This shit was hurting. But yeah, I'm not gonna play no games today. I was up yesterday for 10 hours. I can't do that again.
They are one of the form teams coming into this.
Absolutely, and that's really the last game where they were probably second best in the game. Most every other game, they've had more of the ball, more attempts, very good results. So again, if they can get an equalizer, get some confidence going in this game, they could cause Argentina problems.
Oh, man.
Ricardo Rodriguez, who has started now 32 major tournament
like
games
Swiss
in a row
cheese.
for Switzerland. Goes all the way back to 2014.
Right now it's 1-0 because it's 1-0.
Astonishing longevity to that. This is the captain Xhaka. Freuler. Zakaria.
That would be
Shout
nice.
from one Martinez to another was very audible the way it goes by Lissandro.
So just let that run, thinking that Embolo was right behind him. Well read by Argentinian defense.
Already. Kanji.
I'm gonna see how much.
Rodriguez. And Doy runs away from Paredes, but then picked up again, and Alvarez has it, and Argentina have a free kick. Doesn't look like Granit Xhaka is going to receive a yellow card, but he will be slightly nervous of the repercussions of that challenge on Rodrigo de Paul, because one yellow card would rule him out of a potential semi-final.
Yes, he knew exactly what he was doing. Just mistimed the challenge. There wasn't any intent to injure DePaul. You just saw a little run by Ndoye going inside that time. Molina has to keep an eye, and Romero's going to need to cover at times.
Something on it, and now without Alvarez close to him, and be a bit more assured with his touch to Zakaria. And felt the pressure of Alvarez scampering around out there, the Argentina number 9. Just Molina, who is quite introverted as a character, but a hard-working member of this Argentina team, was there right back at the last World Cup as well in 2022.
Give it to the team, Scott, with the stream. People don't seem to appreciate you.
seen more than their fair portion of the ball here, Switzerland. Ndoye had to reach to get there, the chest of soap. He slipped in by Reader, and Bolo was on his bike ready to go. Alvarez.
You ate all of the lasagna already? Scott.
Back it goes to Paredes for Argentina to restart things again.
Yeah, I'm just asking, you feel me?
He's given Molina the room, and he will continue his bombarding run as well. McAllister taken back by Switzerland. Rodriguez asking too much of Ndoye, but Ndoye has got away from DePaul here. Forward towards Embolo. Martinez comes out. Over went Embolo.
They didn't call it. I thought that would have been a call. Switzerland was close to corner too.
Good place to say no free kick, but Ndoye takes it back, but illegally, and now it is.
They called that though.
Well, at first glance, this looks like a wonderful save. He knows he's going to collide. See Embolo making that run, splitting the defenders. It's a mistake initially by Alessandro Martinez. Misses the ball, and this is really brave goalkeeping by Emi Martinez. You know you're going to take one on the shins or the foot or the leg or in the head, but you got to go down. Switzerland are showing signs.
Martinez of Aston Villa, but there is plenty of speculation bubbling away about his future and a possible move to the Italian side Juventus. And Akanji, who turns 31 on the day of the World Cup final, which is now just 8 days away.
Well, Switzerland is holding Argentina to 1 point. Right now, Switzerland playing pretty. They were close to scoring, but they didn't score. But I can't put no pressure on this side because they're fucking 2.
Korea. So again, who has found an eye for goal this season with his club side Sevilla in Spain. Still waiting for his first ever Swiss international goal. Right at the base of that Switzerland midfield. That is where you will find him almost always.
Pretty sure with my YouTube chat. Make sure y'all subscribing and going and liking the stream. And follow my Twitch. Pretty sure on Twitch and YouTube.
Intervention needed from Molina.
It's a corner kick for Switzerland.
Again, Ndoye, even Lionel Messi was coming back that time to defend. Perhaps Murat Yakin's thinking the inclusion of Vargas in the second half, if it stays 1-0, he's got similar pace to that of Ndoye.
Fabian Rieder then to try and initiate the Swiss response. And now Rieder's won the free kick. Alvarez perhaps not wholly comfortable trying to do defensive duties like that.
Well, I think the shot was louder than the foul, but the referee did get it correct.
Just call it fair game. That's all you want.
Dangerous area.
Just call it fair game.
Freuler alongside Fabian Rieder there. Very big player for Bologna this season, Freuler. 9 years now as part of this Switzerland national team. Freuler leaves it. Rieder spins it in, and Martinez's punch had some purpose on it. Leandro Paredes, who was penalised for doing what Leandro Paredes loves to do.
And it was a foul, kicked him right from behind onto his Achilles.
It was his tackle actually right at the end of that Egypt game with the scoreline at 2-2 that ultimately instigated the Argentina win, because 1 minute and 34 seconds later they did go and win the game through Enzo Fernandez. He broke up certainly a 2-on-1, maybe even a 3-on-1 situation with that Egypt attack.
14 seconds.
Rieder's cross floats behind. Could become only the second coach in history, Lionel Scaloni, to win the FIFA Men's World Cup in consecutive tournaments. The only person in that very exclusive club right now is the Italian Vittorio Pozzo, whose record has stood almost 100 years, having won it twice with Italy in 1934 and again in 1938. We have been around Kansas City for the past few days, and you cannot turn a street corner without seeing the light blue and white of Argentina.
And how many Switzerland shirts I've seen? A lot of the blue and white, that's for sure.
I don't think I've seen a single shirt without the number 10 on the back either. Freuler. Zakaria. Freuler.
Like, I'm barely putting fucking pressure on my tooth over there.
Was looking for that ball towards Ndoye again. It was too high for him that time.
Right thinking, wrong execution. I think you want to get the ball to
he almost had it.
Ndoye's feet as much as possible. He's the one who's been causing Argentina any problems for Switzerland.
Had an attempt on goal for either team for the past 18 minutes now.
Right now, they only scored one.
Switzerland continuing to probe, though. Algeria in the round of 32, Colombia in the round of 16. Having lost their previous 7 knockout matches. First time that Switzerland have ever won successive knockout games at a World Cup. Zakaria trying to burst his way through and has run into Tagliafico and run into trouble with the Portuguese official because of it.
And when you have a player facing his own goal, there's no need to foul behind. You can put the pressure on without pushing. The moment you do push out your arm or put any pressure on the defender, they fall over. I say 9 times out of 10 the referees call a foul.
I'm gonna take some fucking pain relievers after this.
The sway of red on the match momentum in the 40 minutes so far tonight in Kansas City.
And one thing to note, the referee is starting to become a bit annoyed at time wasting. Argentina's throw-ins. He was giving Emi Martinez an earful moments ago.
And Martinez
I was going to say, they're not going to call it.
On the way of the Swiss forward. Hasn't had his big chance in front of goal tonight, bar that opportunity that was snuffed out by Emi Martinez. But you know that he may very well take it when it comes along.
Absolutely right, and the link-up play with Endoy, and I'm sure Murat Yakin will hope that so on the right-hand side, and Reeder will also help him.
I needed more power for that, I ain't gonna lie. Why didn't do more power?
Alvarez couldn't reach it, and back it goes just from Makanji to goalkeeper Korbel.
Was a loose touch by Mbolo, but he did the next best thing. He tracked all the way back to the top of his box to help with the defending. You don't see every striker doing that.
Xhaka, who was talking this week about it being a different Switzerland in 2026 with a different mentality. Freuler, Rodriguez, part of the old brigades.
Come on now. I was going to say, y'all got to call that.
Outside the penalty area.
Yeah, just absolutely not needed. And this is in the most dangerous position of any free kick that Switzerland's had. Best option would have been to stay on his feet.
There is Patrick Mahomes, one of the faces of NFL, and certainly around here.
Right now, Switzerland is getting a free kick.
So is there about to be a moment for the door to open for Switzerland just before halftime?
Much more difficult for goalkeepers to deal with in-swinging service from this sort of position. Very difficult to come out and get the ball.
4 in red inside Emi Martinez's 6-yard box. That's where Freuler has sent it, but he's put too much power on it.
I feel he shouldn't put too much power on it, honestly.
This is in a wonderful position for Switzerland. Difficult for defenders and goalkeepers, just gets under the ball too much.
Assist tonight, Argentina's lead. And actually, strangely
Appreciate
enough,
my
it's
Twitch and YouTube chat. Appreciate y'all.
But prior to that, no Argentina player had gone beyond a single assist at this tournament. Paredes sent to ground by Mbolo, who is not too happy perhaps with the perceived theatrics of the Argentinian. We shall see how much contact there was.
Yellow card, damn.
Well, Paredes dishes out.
That was a yellow card? I don't think that... Was that worth the yellow card, though?
So the first yellow card of the evening goes to Real Mbolo
Let's
of
see.
Switzerland.
I don't think... I mean, he hit his leg, but I don't think that was worth a yellow card. What's that?
A little payback for a couple of knocks that he's probably received from Paredes.
Paredes payback, I'm sure that
I don't know.
has been talked about in the dressing rooms of various teams before. Argentina will feel that is a bit of a waste, and we are 30 seconds away from finding out how long is to be added on at the end of this.
Very second, then that'll be the first half.
And it is still that slender Argentina lead provided by Alexis McAllister. Rolo is fighting for all he's worth.
And he's wanting a yellow card. He's getting annoyed at the holding. They're wrapping two arms around Embolo almost every time he's getting the ball. Here you see
he had his arm
holding onto his arm.
So he moved that quickly, and Ndoye was offside because of that.
It was offsides.
And 4 additional minutes at the end of the 45.
I like the forward run. I like the thought on it. Just mistimed pass, drifted offside by a yard.
First time at this stadium tonight for Switzerland. They've had the fortune of being actually in the same city for the past 3 games, which have all been in Vancouver. LA and San Fran before that, so the Swiss have solely been on the west coast of the United States and Canada. A training camp in San Diego as well, so a very different climate tonight. Just enough on it to locate Zakaria. He is penalised.
Well, I'm not sure what that was for. Maybe he thought he threw a shoulder in, but the referee has been very good so far in this first half. If that's the only thing he gets wrong in the game, then I think people would forgive him for that.
Leandro Paredes, who is back at Boca Juniors now for his second spell, but he's been with PSG and Roma and Juventus on his mightily impressive footballing journey. Gets it back again from that free kick.
They are calling everything in Switzerland.
Argentina will have another set piece, and it's just edged them a little closer to danger from a Swiss perspective.
Yeah, this was a little bit unlucky. He had his eyes on the ball. Tagliafico did a very smart thing and got his foot in between the ball and the player.
Many of the Argentinian fans around us here are on their feet, waving the blue and white scarves as Messi and Argentina go in search of another goal before half-time. This is De Paul, Molina, Christian Romero.
It wants to end the first half, chat. Wants to end the first half.
Paredes just assessing the scene. Romero turned around the corner for Molina and tried to flick it on towards De Paul. Kanji clears for Switzerland. One back by Martinez via the aerial route. Good win by Ndoye. That was really brave because he would have sensed a hit was coming. And it came with some force too.
Yeah, come on.
Well, Ndoye wins the ball. That's very late by Molina. Those hurt because right after you had the ball, your body relaxes just a little bit, and that's when the hit came.
Oh my God.
Difference maker so far, Alexis McAllister. Argentina very close to having a half-time lead, courtesy of him. And
Argentina get that. It's halftime to me anyway.
Alexis McAllister, but yet another goal involvement for Lionel Messi from the corner to deliver it perfectly onto the head. Certainly not the tallest on the pitch, Alexis McAllister, but he made his presence felt when it mattered. Switzerland with plenty of possession, but not necessarily the penetration to breach Argentina. And at half-time in Kansas City, it is Argentina 1, Switzerland 0.
Halftime, chat. It's halftime.
Do you call it soccer or do you call it football?
Really?
You're right. Who gives a... It doesn't matter what you call it. 90 minutes is what matters. The odds matter. The next goal. The same game parlay. When you bet matters. Soccer or football? Move on. Because the beautiful game has a million shifting factors. Canada's premier betting destination for the world's game. Bet with Sports Interaction.
Oh, man.
Tell me you saw that.
No, I was on my phone.
Of all the times to
Yo,
be
what's
on
up,
your
Chad?
phone.
What's on the stream, Chad? People doing scene.
Not much I can say there.
People doing scene, Chad. Appreciate you.
If you're looking for the future of football, it's gonna be me. Capaz que no sabes quién soy todavía. Pero pronto lo vas a saber.
Aw, that's cute. I'm gonna be so big, I won't even be able to walk down the street.
The future is already here. Next starts now.
We are deep into stoppage time. Oh, they must be careful here. Oh, but hang on, they are checking it. It's going to be in the hands of the VAR.
I don't got no space on the fucking street.
Right now. I'm clicking it and everything.
This table don't got too much space.
Thank you. Thank you, Dennis. Sorry, am I muted? We also deliver. Perfect.
Paint. Sweat. Cheers. Rinse. Repeat. Care for your skin like you care for the game with Dove Men.
It's all hurt.
Okay? Everything starts with the rap.
That's a burrito.
Now you're thinking like a winner. We go again in 10.
Barburi. Built for craves.
And for Canada, BMO.
After 20 years of supporting the game, we're actually going to play in one. Let's go! So what do you need? Precision striker, rock solid left back?
We need a coin.
For the coin toss? Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, I got... Can I at least flip it? Heads or tails? I'll do that. We're on TV right now. Yeah.
This is the Coca-Cola half-time, and Argentina are leading Switzerland in Kansas City by 1-0. Alexis McAllister scored it. It's his first goal of this World Cup. Lionel Messi with the assist. And the defending champions have the advantage after 45 minutes of play.
In the stream, I bet you.
The first half stats, 3 shots on target for Argentina, all of them from the goal scorer Alexis McAllister, just 1 shot on target.
You was going through some shit yesterday.
57% of the possession for Switzerland.
I'm in the stream after this. My fucking
goal of his career for Alexis McAllister, having scored in the group stage against Poland in 2022, and Lionel Messi with a second assist of this tournament. That means he's got 10 goal involvements at this World Cup. 10 minutes in, when the goal was conceded, and Switzerland had already had a warning shot ahead of that one. They didn't defend well from the corner, did they?
No, they didn't defend well. It's like a sort of zonal defence for Switzerland, and they're allowing too much space at that near post, and they got a warning sign from this in-swinging free kick, corner kick, sorry, for Messi. and there's some space at that near post. It's McAllister
I'll eventually get back on the solo again,
trying to
but
get in that little gap, Kev, isn't he? Between
I'm chilling.
almost the screener at the front and the front zone guy.
31 balls, that's including the DLC, but not including DLC's 18. I don't know if you got the DLC or not, though, Chad.
The flaws of zonal marking, Stevie, are near post balls and far post balls, or if not that, the alternative is taking.
I don't know if you got the DLC or not, but with DLC it's 31, but regular is 18, but 18 is still a good amount.
To go into that zone and just go and attack it and get on the end of it. There should be enough red jerseys there, though.
Yeah, you got 18 now.
Responsibility to mark, though, Luke, when you're doing a zonal marking system. What your responsibility is to go and head the ball. You see here, that's your two blockers. They block. No responsibility to mark
like
the
cookies?
blockers. They're your three headers of the ball across the 6-yard box.
Yeah, Dylan, but
and your two
right
guys
now,
at the near post are your zonal markers.
I'm not even worried about eating nothing. My fucking jaw hurt.
But you see, Alexis McAllister's
I gotta get a 2-second on Monday. That's why my fucking jaw hurt over here.
So whatever your preference
it's a constant pain, bro.
What you prefer to do as a coach.
Yes, it's 18. It's 18, Chad.
I think the serious.
But you're going through right now. I ain't gonna lie.
No one takes responsibility.
You're not even halfway through it, and you're going through
I
it.
prefer to have the zonal, but you gotta protect your area, right? You gotta attack the ball, and there's gotta be a lot of communication. The blocks obviously have to be there, and if you don't get it right, then you see that you're gonna get scored on. So that position, you.
No, I never got this one taken out. I got this one taken out up here, but I never got this one taken out down here.
You get closed off, and then you don't know who's running in behind you, and they can get that little gap just to get.
It's the same one I was talking about whenever we were on the phone that one time,
You've got to open your body up, and then you've
I never got it taken out.
We talk about it all the time. Engage. But contact, isn't it? You got to absorb the contact and at least put the player off that's heading the ball with a little bit of physical contact. And they don't do that. They get in the gap, and at this moment, there's nothing in this game apart from that goal, which is the most important thing, and they'll be kicking themselves if that ends up being the deciding factor.
Just want to add, when you're doing the zonal marking system, though,
I get it out money though, but till then,
too flat with your movement.
I got some pain relief medicine.
You never seem to see the
I already took 4 of them earlier, but the most you can take is 6.
So Switzerland find themselves trailing
I'm taking
for the first
2.
time in this World Cup. In fact,
I'm hitting the hay.
12 games going back over the qualifying campaign as well. They're down right now, chasing a goal to try and get back on level.
No, it's not rotting away. It's just a hole in there.
No, I don't think so.
No, it's not a hole. Just
more of the possession. Argentina control.
No, I don't know. It's not a hole, but
it is a competitive
match. You need to be taken out.
Excellent again. They've had a shot. What is this? 25 yards. Good strike from Sol, but Emi Martinez is going to save that 99 times out of 100. He's not going to make a mistake there. Little opportunity here for Ball to get through.
Either way, that bitch getting taken out Monday.
No, it was actually good goalkeeping by Emi Martinez. He read the situation well. He's on the edge of the penalty area. There hasn't been enough. This has been more a control.
Got a hole in it, rotting.
As we've seen the knockout.
Either way, that motherfucker getting taken out Monday.
Way better, way more controlled, and they've contained Switzerland. So that's why Switzerland have found it very difficult to open them up and create chances.
I don't know.
I think Argentina also.
No, the last time I was there, they didn't say it was rotting. They just said they needed to take it out, or you could put like a thing over it. But I gotta go Tulsa for that. But
they made it very difficult for Swiss to get in behind them. They're protecting their box very well, and you know what they can do when they have the ball. Luke.
Argentina have won all 5 games at this tournament.
I'm gonna definitely be in there for sure, Chad.
45 minutes of play. This is the reaction to the McAllister goal in Buenos Aires as the defending champions are 45 minutes away from a semi-final.
It's not gonna take long to take it out. All you know how they do it, Dennis. They numb your shit up.
Prep.
Whenever they numb my shit up, I can't feel shit on my side, whatever side they do it on. Whole face, left side be numb. You feel me? More than that. Whole face be numb, lips be numb. It was one time it was up here. I can feel that bitch below my eye. That's how numb they felt my. That's how bad they numb my shit up. They don't play about that numbing shit. They make sure you don't feel. I can feel them doing. I can feel them like, cause what they do, they like crack it. They go in there, they crack the tooth, and they start like obviously taking the pieces out and all that, right? Can't feel shit. Then after that, basically, they sew it. They use that one sewing shit.
Across the pond, please.
Sorry, mate. Don't go south of the river.
Easy. Let's go.
Other than that, I gotta just rinse my mouth with salt water. Warm salt water.
This way to the stadium?
Other than that, every time I get a tooth taken out, I did my last tooth though. Other than that, I don't need no other tooth taken out. But whenever I did get tooth taken out, my shit be numb.
Not go in there. It's 2-pack. Just 2-pack. Hi, how you doing? We were
Nigga can't even talk right whenever you get numb.
You can come with us.
How are you?
Chips? No lates, no game. He has them! Try to get the whole card in. Welcome. Grab the door. Buenas.
Elmo, this year for the first time, there's a halftime show at the World Cup final. Yeah.
No, a halftime show?
Yeah, halftime show.
A halftime show?
A halftime show.
What's a halftime show?
Well, I'm glad you asked. It's where people get together and there's singing and there's dancing and there's music, and it's a chance to show how amazing all different kinds of humans are.
Can you believe it? They're doing a halftime show during the World Cup final.
That doesn't sound half bad.
Well, it doesn't sound half good either.
Hey, Statler and Waldorf, you guys are invited too. Everyone's invited, right?
Yeah.
Sure, okay, so let's go. All right, Animal, take it away.
Ah! Madonna! Shakira! BTS!
Right now on TSN.ca and the TSN app, we've got even more World Cup news, highlights and reaction from across the tournament. Don't miss a moment of the action and keep up to date with your favorite teams with TSN.ca and the TSN app. Well, Argentina have not lost when leading at half-time in a World Cup knockout match since the 1930 final against Uruguay. Alexis McAllister's 10th-minute goal has them one up against Switzerland in Kansas City.
Said, beaming around at them. Ron pulled out his own wand. The club flew suddenly out of the troll's hand.
Stupefied!
There was a blinding flash of red light.
Harry Potter, the full cast audio editions. Listen on Audible.
On July 15th, when you buy a Tim's coffee, you help youth like Mary Jane.
Thanks for sending me to Tim's camp. A camp that pushed me out of
Make sure
my
on my YouTube. Make sure y'all subbing up to the channel, liking and streaming, and follow my Twitch. Over my Twitch and YouTube. Appreciate y'all.
Feel brave and gave me the confidence I have today.
Wednesday, July 15th, let's give youth a chance at a better future. 100% of every coffee purchase is donated to support Canadian youth.
Prep. Anticipate. Celebrate. Repeat. Care for your skin like you care for the game with Dove Men.
And also,
Start banking with RBC and get the new iPad. Your idea of creative budgeting happens here.
Waiting for the teams to come back out in Kansas City. What chance here, Stevie, of a Switzerland comeback?
I don't know if they can score, Luke. I just don't see them getting a goal here. I don't know if they've got enough about them going forward to get that goal. They're in the game, but I do feel Argentina are controlling it, and I think as they open themselves up more, as they have to go and search for that equaliser, I think Argentina might pick them off the break here.
They've really got in behind Argentina, have they? They've really created anything inside the penalty box. Everything's been from distance, so
So it looks unlikely they're going to open them up unless they change the tactics, which if they change the tactics, as Stevie's saying, their team, it could be problematic for them.
Yeah, for sure. I think if they want something out of this, they got to take a little bit more chances. Obviously, make sure you don't get a second goal against you. But when those chances come, you got to go out there and take it and be a little bit more daring in that sense.
Let's get you back to Kansas City. Lionel Messi with an assist tonight on the McAllister goal. It's 1-0 for Argentina. Chris Weiss and Brad Friedel.
Welcome back to Kansas City. Argentina 45 minutes away from a World Cup semi-final against England in Atlanta on Wednesday. Alexis McAllister's goal 10 minutes in. And no response yet from Murat Yakin's Switzerland.
We're back in second half.
Of course, went out of the World Cup to Argentina in the round of 16 in Brazil 12 years ago, and that was by a scoreline of 1-0. Right now, Switzerland
Argentina starting off with ball.
They haven't at any point in this World Cup so far. They are behind in a game of football. So Brad Friedel, if they are to fluster the world champions, what do they need to do in the second half?
Well, I imagine they're going to play very similar as they did in the first half up until at least the hydration break. If they still find themselves down 1-0, perhaps they'll make a couple substitutions, but be a little bit more risky in the
tomorrow, Chad, there's no game going on, but I will see
maybe try to go
tomorrow.
Forward a little bit quicker, bring on somebody like a Vargas on the right-hand side. At some stage, you're going to have to go for it because your World Cup ends if you lose tonight.
Yeah.
But I think
it's possible for them to win. It's only 1-0
at times in the first half.
Messi for DePaul, and DePaul for the goal scorer McAllister. Messi and then DePaul trying to repeat that combination. Rodriguez chips it upfield and very accurately as well to locate Mbolo. And for the first time in the second half, Switzerland enter Argentina territory with Zakaria. And back to him from So. No changes for either at half-time. Here's Remo Freuler. Zakaria. Valverde. Seems to be comfortable, Argentina, with him having the ball even on the periphery of the Argentinian penalty area. He's got it again here, the Swiss centre-half. That's Rieder, whose turn was sharp, and the deflection is kind for Martinez.
Hey, that's a W, Scott. That's a W. I never had no Mexican food, but that's a W, Scott. That's a W.
Messi, who was drifting on the far side of the pitch, just waiting for the ball to come out.
To actually have an attempt in that first half, Lionel Messi, and that's not happened at all in the first half of any game at this World Cup.
Oh, I mean, they're gonna have Mexican food there, though, Scott, right? It's a Mexican restaurant.
First half, and he was very quick-footed. Got a couple of opportunities right away, but he was quiet for the remainder of the half since the McAllister goal.
McAllister goal that came early in the first half, and Switzerland looking for a response early in the second.
No, I'm saying they're gonna. I never had Mexican food. I'm saying that's good.
Whipped in by Fabian Rieder and caught by Emi Martinez.
Yeah, Switzerland's service has been quite poor up to now. They had a couple of free kicks in good areas in the first half and wasted them, just wasted another.
He definitely did.
This is Nicolas Tagliafico in his third World Cup now with Argentina. So Fernandez disrupted by Zakaria. Orbel had to get a shift on.
Had a hard time shifting his feet on that one. I think he had in his mind to
I
take
see
a
what
touch
you're
at first.
saying. There was.
Had to wait a long time, didn't he?
Nah, you good, Scott. You good.
First choice number one with Jan Sommer. Well, we had endless summers of Sommer, didn't it, with all those major tournaments that he played for Switzerland. Borussia Dortmund man Korbel has got his chance now. Spin from Messi and then a delightful ball through. Oh, the shot taken quickly and early and of no trouble to Korbel.
Yeah.
It was a great turn by Messi.
If I had money, I'd be eating more food and all that shit, bro.
And I think if he had to do it over again,
I'll be eating that like that for real. I'm going to sit up there. My fucking head is hurting,
right
bro.
on the penalty spot. Possibly the better option.
Yeah, it was Alvarez lurking, wasn't it, for that potential ball from Molina. Bolo trying to time his run, and the pass is terrific to find him.
Switzerland!
1-1, but what a tackle that is. Martinez denying Ndoye, who would have been denied anyway by an offside flag.
Oh, damn, it's offside anyway. Yeah, it's just one tooth, Scott.
Flag was there, but moments ago, Argentina should have laid one off, and Bolo did just that. Martinez wasn't to know either. Either Martinez, I should say. Emi Martinez in goal, and Lisandro Martinez with just a superb tackle. Had a lot of ground to cover, and Bolo did everything right. Ndoye perhaps could have hit it first time. What a block.
He's got the World Cup from Qatar 2022 tattooed on him, Lisandro Martinez. Sort of challenge that makes you wonder whether he might have another tattoo coming his way in a couple of weeks.
Switzerland is holding to 1 point. Come on now, Scott.
Collected by Messi, dancing through, but not all the way through.
Because Switzerland didn't score against Colombia.
Gibril So for Switzerland. And Bolo back to So. Wide of Xhaka, who could do nothing about it, and Alvarez for Argentina with De Paul and Messi as options. Alvarez again. It's a corner, spinning away.
England can, Spain can, France can.
Switzerland
I think that's
gave
it.
away a loose pass, and Alvarez would
England, Spain,
in
France.
a flash.
Yeah, there's a lot of time left. They got like 47 minutes left.
You'll be hungry for another one tonight, Messi. 5 games in a row where he has scored.
Another corner kick from Argentina.
No player has ever scored in 6 successive World Cup games.
What's going in a shootout, Scott?
Already tonight from a corner, and that wasn't a bad one either. It was just too high from Enzo Fernandez.
No, it's really difficult. Doesn't matter how tall you are, when the ball is hit like that with such pace.
God deserves it.
And you get a run on the defenders. It's timed so well. Got just a little bit too much on it. But very
take it out. What you mean?
With McAllister's goal.
I don't know what you're talking about. What? You wanted a U? What, you wanted a U?
Squeeze it through the lines.
Huh? I didn't say nothing. God, did I say something? God, I didn't say nothing, right?
Martinez beaten 4 times in his last 2 games. Clean sheet so far tonight, but not without the present alerts of those in red.
Why did you shoot it right? That's what I'm saying. I don't know, Dylan. Like, Switzerland could have scored.
In so many ways, won the World Cup for Argentina.
One of the best saves that I've ever seen, and one of the biggest moments of a game.
The thing is, Switzerland is holding Argentina to 1 point, and Switzerland didn't beat Colombia. Well, they tied. They tied, obviously. So, but I'm pretty sure that there's teams that could beat Argentina. There's teams.
For a ball as well from goalkeeper to forward. Martinez to actually Molina, who'd come all the way up from the right back position.
Honestly, they're not scary.
Yeah, that was something.
They're not scary. Argentina's not scary, Scott. In my opinion, they're not scary.
I don't think Ndoye enjoyed that track back.
A few times now, Nahuel Molina has got into those.
Yeah, they can score fast, but like, in this occurrence, like they're not scoring as fast as they did before.
Favor to Messi.
Like you never know what they're gonna do. The same thing when Belgium came back from 2-0 against Senegal. That can't happen with anybody.
And then turn towards
of course he clicked it. Of course he clicked it. Yeah, but like, I want to read that again. I just want to upset. Yeah, I know what you mean, Scott. I know what you mean.
And now Dan Ndoye, whose pace was a problem at times for Argentina in the first half, but not when he's disrupted by challenges like that. It won't be an issue for the Albiceleste. That was Romero.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Spain. They well, my favorite player, a young star is Lamine Yamal.
Martinez loses that time. So's cross is a good one, and the knockdown for Xhaka. Switzerland trying to find the gap, and they just couldn't in the end. Rodrigo de Paul putting himself in the way. It's Paredes down.
Well, both teams have given away the ball needlessly the last 5 or 6 minutes, giving each other opportunities to score. This time it was in.
I see him 7 minutes behind. I thought it was half. Nah, it's not halftime.
This time it was a giveaway.
I'm thinking, did he speak? Yeah, he can speak it, but he's more of like he speaks a different language, though, Scott.
Paredes, I think just the kick through from Ndoye has done the damage.
Yeah, very, very good recovery. It could have been a little knee on knee.
Very much one of
Scaloni's
foot soldiers, Leandro Paredes.
Yeah, you won't want to lose him. He's that steel in front of this back four.
So Switzerland restart where they were with Freuler.
Oh, man.
Xhaka. It's a goal kick. Ndoye thoughts otherwise.
I don't know, Scott. We never know what's happening in games, honestly.
Ndoye might have thought otherwise, but I think the referee got it correct.
You never know what happened in these games.
Well, it is mainly Argentinians in here. There is a small contingent of Swiss, but perhaps it's to be expected, really, considering there are 5 times as many people living in Argentina than Switzerland, which is a country in Europe home to around 9 million, a landlocked European country as well. And I think solely from a footballing perspective, they often peer enviously at their neighbours, and that might still be the case with France, but look at what else has happened this summer. Germany gone, Austria gone, Italy, who never arrived. Whatever happens tonight, these have been sweet days for Switzerland.
Yeah, Argentina, they didn't really have no, like, I feel like that Cape Verde game, that shit was crazy.
They continue to tease. Zachariah took his eye off the ball, and it was costly.
Switzerland are getting themselves into some decent situations on the field, good places on the field. They got to have a little bit more belief in themselves. Mbolo's getting very agitated by the referee not protecting him on the field.
Alistair in a cul-de-sac was trying to find his way out of it before the assistance from the official. Very pleased to have got himself on the score sheet tonight, Alexis McAllister, because the goals ran dry in his final 16 games, I should say, of his club season with Liverpool.
Appreciate on my YouTube and Twitch chat. Appreciate y'all.
This amazing run right now, Argentina. 12 wins in a row in all competitions. They have never had it better than that throughout their history. Seemingly content with Switzerland having more of the ball. Here is Akanji. Rodriguez.
Y'all seen it. Everybody was saying shit about it. Dude, that would be nice if it was faster. That would be nice if it was faster.
Really difficult to generate power on a cross like this. It was.
But I seen that Scott.
Right over the top of his head.
People were saying, "Oh yeah, we're not playing this shit."
He did well just
all this shit, and they took it out. EA isn't soft. The thing is, why the fuck are you putting transaction in a fucking career mode? You gotta buy stuff to get a 99. That's dumb as fuck. I'm pretty sure anybody in my Twitch and YouTube chat can agree with that. Why the fuck are you putting microtransaction in a single player game that requires you to do only 4 years? Mind you, you only can play college for, you only can play that for 4 years unless you register or some shit.
Of Lyon.
It's not even that soft. It's like they're gonna lose money if they don't listen. It's either gonna listen or gonna lose money. Like, why are you putting transaction in Road to Glory? That's fucking dumb. By what? I don't know, honestly, Scott. That shit. I'm already buying GTA 6. I gotta buy a controller too, Scott. I'm gonna buy FC 27, but I don't know about college football. I gotta buy that game. I gotta buy a controller.
It has, without a doubt, and the one that did catch the referee's attention was a foul. It was so right through the back of.
He's quite a fanatic of tattoos, Alexis McAllister. He's got the date of his debut tattooed on his body. He's got a roulette wheel as well with all the shirt numbers that he's ever worn.
I'm not buying that game. I'm not buying that game. You tripping off the yard for a perky.
To this Argentina team, the one who writes the history.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Who is
it's fun, but I'm not getting it.
It is Messi who will bend it in. And Switzerland clear as far as Simbolo, who powers forward and now maybe can release Ndoye. And Argentina on the retreat. Dan Ndoye for Switzerland.
Corner kick for
behind it goes from
Switzerland.
Really good break, really well defended. Good ball by Mbolo, and he bursts into the box.
That's a W, Scott. That's a W.
Players trying to get back. Look at that. It ended up being
a 3v6. Did you want to gain weight? You can turn that weight into muscle.
Mehmeti, Gelson Fernandez, former Swiss internationals, watching on. Corner was just too high for Akanji. Retrieved by Freuler. We've gone beyond the hour now, and Switzerland still trailing through that early McAllister goal.
You got a fat metabolism. I got the same thing. I'll eat, and then 20 minutes later, I'll be hungry.
Rodriguez.
20, 30, an hour after, I'll be hungry. You got a fat metabolism.
Valverde.
You can't. That's just how. That's how he was born. With a slow metabolism, you like you barely eat. You be hungry. You like you barely eat some food, and then you gain weight easily. But with a fat metabolism, you gain weight a little bit. Like I'll say, it's harder, and then you're always hungry. Which I got a fast metabolism.
And Switzerland probing Mbolo. And it's come back his way too, and Ndoye, who is fighting for all he's worth. Reeder's got it to Rodriguez, and Ndoye's header, and Martinez for the first time tonight really is needed in the Argentina goal.
Well, Argentina are playing a dangerous game. They're not getting pressure to the ball. They're allowing Switzerland to have a lot of it.
Given away again as So nips in to take it back for Switzerland.
And it was indeed a very good save by Emi Martinez.
In terms of controlling the possession, this is Switzerland's best spell of the game. Xhaka from distance, and Martinez.
That would be nice. If he did on the left side, at top left, he would have had it.
Good pace on the ball down to the left. He kept the ball close enough to him. We've seen a couple of balls spilling out in other games. I think there's an extra little zip on this one.
And perhaps recognizing the severity of the situation, Switzerland are moving through the gears.
Yeah, they're starting to really apply more pressure. You see Rodriguez is going forward.
No, you can't change something. You're either born a fast metabolism or a slow metabolism. You can't change that.
Getting pressure to the ball like they did in the first
It might be
half.
changed over the years, but so far I always say I got a fast metabolism. It's still mine haven't changed ever.
Again, he just has not had a
I've been like this when I was a kid. Like I eat something, I'd be hungry like 20, 30, 40 minutes later. Yeah, it does suck depending.
But just like against Cabo Verde in the round of 32, and just like against Egypt in the round of 16, there are Argentinian nerves everywhere. Rodriguez, Ndoye breaches.
Oh my God, that's nice! That is nice! Oh my God, that was nice. 1-1. Switzerland finally scored. It is 1-1. Switzerland finally scored against Argentina. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, the way he positioned going in the angle like that, there's no way he don't score. 1-1. Switzerland tied it up against Argentina. 1-1.
Well, this has been coming the last 5 or 10 minutes. A lot of touches on the ball for Switzerland. A lot of opportunities. Argentina's been sitting off. We said in the first half, Ndoye is the problem man for Argentina.
Then Chris pop up out of nowhere.
Between he and Rodriguez. Opens his foot up. Gives Emi Martinez very little chance. He also had Mbolo, who made a great run.
Not even now. Hopefully it doesn't end like Egypt game.
Just a wonderful bit
Oh
of
my God, do the legs. Do the legs. Let me do the legs.
Scored a huge goal against Germany in the European Championships 2 years ago down in Ndoye.
Yeah, Dylan. Hopefully it don't end like that Egypt one, because that Egypt one,
because it has pinned back
that
the
shit was
world
crazy.
champions here.
I didn't know you were a Switzerland fan. I'm a fan of the sport.
Once more, Argentina in a
But my favorite player is Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's a young star.
Yeah, they're second best at this moment in time. Switzerland started the second half really well. And now with that goal, they're going to have that extra bit of belief.
Come on, call it, man. That's like a ghost. You got a yellow card. Damn.
Ongoing battle between him and Bolo has another chapter.
Red card? I'm finna say.
Ford is not very happy with something that Paredes has said to him there.
I mean, I don't hate Messi. I mean, I don't hate him, but like, I'm not like, oh my God, Messi. But like, if he do some, if they score a goal, somebody scores a goal, I'm gonna get hype or whatever who scored a goal, but I'm not like no die-hard Messi fan on the shit, like, or nothing like that.
Bolo has been a handful every time, and Bolo's holding up the ball. The Argentinian players are wrapping their arms around him. They're kicking him.
We mean to win, Scott.
Players collecting a second booking.
But I ain't gonna lie, Scott, they had Ronaldo, their country had a crazy lineup, while Messi, their lineup wasn't as crazy.
Now, this is interesting.
We're doing a VAR.
The referee has been sent to the screen here. Suggestion of mistaken identity here.
He ran into him.
The question is whether Bolo has simulated rather than the contact from Paredes.
Does he think, Scott?
Could have a case. It looks like he's jumped in the air right there before any contact at all. Should be
he probably could have sold it a little bit better.
Switzerland, if a booking gets taken away and Embolo gets a booking, that would be his second.
He probably could have sold that a little bit better.
These are nervous moments, I think, for the Swiss players, the Swiss coaching staff.
Belgium team. Belgium not a shitty team though, Scott.
Number 5 and number 7, there is a clear simulation. Final decision, yellow card to number 7. No!
He's going to be sent off here in Bolo. It is a second yellow card.
Red card. Wow. Damn.
And Switzerland are irate.
Damn.
But they are down to 10.
This is quite remarkable.
He updated to a red card.
I think there's going to be a lot of people, more than Switzerland, upset with a decision like this in a game of this magnitude. I feel really sorry for Embolo.
That shit crazy.
What's the most important now is that the Swiss players keep their head. They're in the ascendancy. They've been playing really well this second half.
If he would have sold it a little bit better, he probably could have had that.
He is having to be pulled away, Embolo. He is visibly distraught. That was the challenge at the end of the first half that brought him a yellow card. And now Embolo's night is over, and you can see that he is devastated by this turn of events.
I ate fraud. That's all I ate, honestly, Scott.
Well, it's a time for cool, calm heads from the Swiss players.
Wow.
I'm certain a substitution's going to have to be made by Switzerland to get another front runner on the pitch.
And still the discussions go on between two experienced heads, Granit Xhaka and Leandro Paredes.
Why you say that, Scott? Why you say that?
Just over 15 minutes to go, plus we will have quite a few minutes now of additional time in this game. just when the Swiss were believing that they could create the biggest shock.
Yeah, the table had really turned. Argentina looked lackluster, looked void of thought. But these Swiss players will still be full of confidence. They're just going to have to do a little bit
They
more.
don't trust to be confident.
Enzo Fernandez. Taliafico.
Offside.
Offside flag is up.
Linesman was in great position.
You come up with the yellow card shit, Scott.
And the discussions will go on, I'm sure, during this hydration break with the score
Hydration break
between Argentina and Switzerland.
If I eat poulet rouge every day and change like one topping each time, how long would it take to taste everything? Centuries?
Yeah, I can't share screen right now. I'm clicking it and everything. I got you. Thank you.
The good thing is, I seen a meme where like ref was wearing Argentina jerseys edited.
Lovely skill to get out of a tight situation, and now a powerful run forward. Just look at the way he turns the defender and gets away. He just couldn't quite get hold of that one. What an occasion. What drama here for these fans to witness.
Appreciate you on my YouTube and Twitch chat. Appreciate y'all.
A safer Ontario means playgrounds.
On my YouTube, make sure y'all subscribing and liking the stream, man. And follow if you're on my Twitch. Appreciate y'all, chat. Appreciate y'all.
And prosecutors. New jails so criminals stay behind bars. Public spaces without encampments. And bail reform that protects our neighborhoods. We're making every corner of Ontario safer to make all of Ontario safer.
I know what you mean.
That's how we protect Ontario.
If I eat poulet rouge every day and change like one topping each time, how long would it take to taste everything? Centuries?
And also,
Nah. I don't got one where I stay,
need to
Scott.
find a way to get Lionel Messi into the game here.
Yeah, because from the assist on the goal, he really hasn't been on the ball. The one turn early in the second half, then he played a really good through ball. Other than that, he's been very, very quiet. Switzerland tactically has been absolutely outstanding. Probably the best I've ever seen in this tournament against Lionel Messi.
Well, Murat Yakin is using every single second that is available to him here to get the reassembled tactical message across. And Argentina make the change, and it is a change in that left-back area that we were talking about in the first half. The more attacking Nico Gonzalez now on for Nicolas Taliafico.
Yeah, it was a smart decision. Tagliafico's an excellent player, but he is a little bit more defensive than Gonzalez, so you'd think you're going to have more of the ball now for the remainder of this game, and if it goes into extra time.
His goal in the first half and Doy's in the second, poised at 1-1.
Switzerland had the ball, Chet. Switzerland had the ball.
10th goal for his country tonight for Dan and Doy. Just second at this World Cup, having scored in the round of 32 against Algeria.
I'm gonna let you know, Scott, for sure. I'm gonna say if anything happens.
worry, Brad, I think, for Switzerland is that Argentina have scored at least 2 goals in each of their last 11 World Cup games. No team has stopped them scoring at this tournament since Croatia in 2018.
Yeah, backs will be up against the wall. What they've ended up doing is putting Ndoye up front. He's got incredible amounts of pace. Looks like they're defending with 5 across the back with 3 in front of them. So this is not going to be easy for Argentina to break down.
Messi looking for the substitute Gonzalez, and swiftly off his line was called.
Not close.
But he is more of a winger, I think, Nico Gonzalez, than a left back. So they have now outlets in.
I can't even.
Both Gonzalez and Molina going forward from those fullback
I don't know what you
positions.
said, Scott.
Kanji and Reader, who is quick and has got there ahead of Romero, but he won the physical tussle. Ndoye, Reader.
I don't be watching them videos. I mean, if it's a body cam video, then yeah, but
maintain control of the ball.
other than that, I don't be watching that shit.
Portions of this second half, Switzerland before that red card for Mbolo. And how brave do they want to be?
Well, I think they'll attack with fewer numbers, but there's no signs of this Argentinian team putting any more pressure on the ball. You would have thought after the sending off it'd be Argentina with all the possession, but it seems like we're same place that we left off before the sending off.
Yeah, some of them are fucked up, ain't gonna lie.
He just chops away from McAllister. Wasn't the power on the pass to release Zakaria.
Yeah, facts, definitely.
Molina. Now Enzo Fernandez, who was the man to the rescue for Argentina in that win over Egypt. Sandro Martinez. Paredes.
So, I mean, they've been like that, but they even skyrocketed when that movie came out, but they've been like that. But ever since that movie came out, more listeners been happening.
But he's going to feel isolated now, and Switzerland don't
but
have
that shit is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that shit is crazy.
Focal point to their forward line anymore with the red for Mbolo.
Michael Jackson movie, Scott.
Messi.
There's somebody on my Twitch. There was Diller. He was talking about the Michael Jackson movie.
With the ball, but Argentina can't keep the ball. Little finds a way out towards Reader. Interception by Zakaria just before it came the way of Nico Gonzalez. Retrieved again by
you
Enzo
good, Scott. You
Fernandez.
good. I'm on Twitch and YouTube at the same time.
Gonzalez. Fernandez. Good ball, Messi, beautifully done. It's an important boot in there from Switzerland's most important in Granit Xhaka.
Pull him down and shit.
This Swiss team is really well versed defending.
Yeah, facts.
Just because they're a man down, Argentina's having a hard time even keeping a hold of the ball.
Xhaka trying to bend it round the corner for Ndoye. He perhaps doesn't have the physical capabilities to brush Romero away.
Why you say that? Why you say that?
The Swiss team who have been together so long now, and under Murat Yakin, the structure is clear, the blueprint has been in place for a long time.
Yes, they most definitely all know what they're meant to do, what they want to do, what they need to do, how to lift each other up.
They are preparing a trio of changes by the looks of things, Switzerland. This is Paredes for Argentina. Paredes lifting it in, it's a beautiful ball, and it couldn't be deliciously finished off by Messi, as perhaps many anticipated it might. And that offside flag would have made sure there was no spectacular ending regardless.
Yeah.
But there's still not a lot of quick ball movement. I think he is onside. I think Koval did brilliant.
You're not making your in character. You're not making a real character.
You would think that man would finish every time in that position.
We've seen it so many times, haven't we, through the years? Latest Argentinian changes, Montiel and Lautaro Martinez. And it was Lautaro Martinez.
Okay, makes sense, Skinny. I said makes sense, Skinny. Makes sense, Dylan. Makes sense.
Cross for Enzo Fernandez, his winner against Egypt in the round of 16. So he's mixing things up, he's getting the fresh legs on the pitch. But that is what Murat Yakin is going to do here as well with Switzerland. It is a trio of changes, So, Ndoye and Rieder off. And here comes Widmer and Amdouni, and also Muheim as well. So Switzerland's goal scorer amongst those who make way.
And Ndoye surprises me a little bit, but he also must be incredibly tired. Put in a tremendous shift.
No surprise that the Swiss changes, Brad, have a defensive feel about them.
Yeah, defensive feel, and then Amdouni's going to go up front, and he's going to be the one that's going to try to expend all the energy and try to catch Argentina on a break.
And Zakaria, who at least for now has shifted into the midfield role, and he's pinched it back for Switzerland.
That would be nice.
The only ball really was Amdouni.
That would be nice, ain't gonna lie.
They've also moved Zakaria up on the right midfield. I assume that's for an outlet for the longer passes. Widmer's coming this right-hand side.
And England no closer to knowing who they are going to face in the World Cup semi-final. One of these two, McAllister for Argentina, Sandro Martinez. This is Nico Gonzalez. Watched carefully by one of the new arrivals, Sylvain Widmer. There's another who's been around the block in the Swiss Red, a fourth major tournament for him. Paredes. Martinez. Lifting it in, looking for Lautaro Martinez. Switzerland are deep and pinned in right now by Argentina.
They are, and this is the first time in the second half that it presents a little bit of danger
And that cross had danger written all over it, and it's still alive, and over it goes. From McAllister, again with his head, after all of the good work from Nico Gonzalez.
Well, as they're sitting back, they're now not getting pressure to the ball, and that's always a danger when you have Lionel Messi around the box, and that is a wonderful opportunity again with the head for McAllister. He's claiming there was a bit of a deflection. I didn't see it.
Might have been a question over whether Nico Gonzalez had actually kept
that fact, that definitely would have been insane. I'm gonna lie, that would have been insane.
Dooney now running that Swiss forward line all by himself. Missed all of their World Cup qualifiers because of that ACL injury.
It might go into overtime.
He sustained.
What, extra time?
This is club football in England with Burnley. Obviously didn't have much football in the past 12 months with them. Messi, Gonzalez. Sandro Martinez. Here's Paredes. Enzo Fernandez. Minutes.
9 minutes to score.
As Alvedi is required to defend.
9 minutes to score.
Top of the Swiss head. Argentina have a corner.
Well, for the rest of this 9 minutes plus extra time, if it goes there, they're going to have a lot of those types of balls to deal with.
Well, they are doing their very best to make it a blue and white wall in Kansas City, the Argentinian fans, as their team look for another late goal, another passage into the next round. Where's the magic coming from tonight? Enzo Fernandez. 6 in light blue and white inside that Swiss penalty area. This is Paredes. Fernandez. And now finally they've located Messi. Lionel Messi! Felt like that might have been the moment.
That would have been crazy.
You can tell I've been in that position.
That would have been nice.
Watch his body shape as Lionel Messi just ducks his shoulder, comes over. He knew it was past him. And at his age, this is what he can still do. He's so quick. Takes it over to his weaker foot. And just misses.
And they were just toying with Switzerland there, weren't they? Just waiting and waiting for Messi to find the space. But still we go on. And as it stands, we are going to go on into a further 30 minutes of football in this final.
I feel like it might be extra time, Scott.
Switzerland down to 10. Gonzalez.
What's the question, Scott?
From him.
Stream tomorrow.
There are 4 players in the box.
I'll probably do a 5-hour stream, Scott. 5 hour. My head hurt.
Lionel almost to the rescue for Lionel again.
It depends if my head, if my jaw's hurting, but I'll probably do a 5-hour stream. Yeah, I'm gonna do a regular stream tomorrow because there's no games coming on tomorrow, Scott.
I mean, they have all their premier attacking players on the pitch now. Argentina
locked in, Scott.
Alvarez and Messi.
Josh Mafia, we locked in.
Martinez. Here is Julian Alvarez. Gonzalez. Paredes almost slipped into the challenge. McAllister scampers over to give it back to Alvarez again. Martinez. Paredes.
I'm going to stick up to this though.
One moment is all it might take.
Messi's starting to come alive. It's getting alive.
Yeah, that makes sense, God. That makes sense.
Now.
Atmosphere unbelievable inside Kansas City Stadium. I'm sure they'd love to have Valon Barami out there right now, Switzerland, just to help add a little bit more structure to this defence that feels at the moment like it is just clinging on in there. The Brelimbolo red card in the 72nd minute.
Appreciate you on YouTube and my Twitch. Appreciate y'all.
Mr. Dependable, Ricardo Rodriguez. It is Urai Chomet on in his place.
If you're on YouTube, make sure y'all subbing up and liking the stream and follow my Twitch. People in my chat on YouTube and Twitch. Appreciate y'all.
World Cup for Chomet.
That's a like-for-like substitution, just getting fresh legs in the defense.
Lifted in over the head of everybody, including Lautaro Martinez.
Oh,
he has single-handedly dragged Argentina out of the world before. And the eyes are lighting up now.
The real interesting part will be, what does Switzerland do if it goes to extra time? I'm not sure if they can just sit here and let Argentina lay siege for 30 more minutes.
It's gonna go on overtime, well, extra time.
We are 2/3 of the way through added time. And thus only 3 minutes away from a second quarter-final in the space of a few hours at this World Cup, going to extra time. That's what England needed earlier to beat Norway, and that is who one of these two is going to play in Atlanta on Wednesday.
Such small margins, fine lines when you get to this stage of a World Cup.
Martinez. Paredes. McAllister, Messi. Julian Alvarez. There's just a block of red in front of him right now and the rest, but in it comes eventually from Alvarez. He's starting things Argentina with Romero. Laser-sharp focus now needed for Switzerland if they are to push this through to extra time. Messi. And Widmer, unsure, puts it behind for a corner.
He did the right thing. He didn't know
Corner kick for Argentina.
how close the player was behind him. I'm sure he got a shout from his goalkeeper that there was a man there.
One more sharp piece of Switzerland defending is needed here before extra time. Messi. And the ball comes all the way through. Acrobatic effort.
That would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. That would have been crazy.
Very good save by Kobel through a group of players.
And they press and they squeeze again, Argentina, though. Messi loses it, but not for long. Fernandez. The swell of pressure is great now on Switzerland.
Facts,
Argentina giving everything they've got before another 30 minutes for not one, but both of these teams in these knockout rounds. Argentina find the winner. Headed away by Akanji. Paredes. The referee has seen a foul inside that penalty area, so Switzerland are going to get a chance to breathe here for the pull on Moheim.
Here is this save. Again, it's Lisandro Martinez, the center back, with the acrobatics. And that's a wonderful save. It goes through the legs of Lautaro Martinez. He wouldn't have seen it until very late.
Extra time.
For the first time in these knockout rounds at this World Cup, Switzerland and Argentina will need an extra 30 minutes.
Switzerland, I'm trying to go to sleep. Yes, extra time, Scott.
They look kind of cute. Stories are true.
The story has just
No, that wasn't worth no red card.
Disney's Moana, now playing in theaters.
Yeah, you might, Dylan. Well, it depends how long it is from you, Dylan.
Every 4 years.
But not Chris. That wasn't no fucking red card. But I can say he did flop. He could have sold it a little bit more, but he fell before he even got touched.
Make noise. Make purchases.
It wasn't no red card. I don't know. It wasn't worth one, but if he would have waited till he actually got hit, then it would have been more believable. But he didn't get touched whenever he did it.
Striker is on the move. He cuts inside. He dribbles past one defender. He's heading towards the box. He shoots!
Out together dancing. Out together dancing cheek to cheek.
Argentina and Switzerland, the only teams to play in extra time twice at this World Cup. Switzerland needed penalties to get to this point. They are down to 10 men as they now are tied 1-1, heading into the extra 30.
Yeah, it's been a great effort from Switzerland. I think that second half, they were the better side. They pushed to get their goal, and then, you know, talk more about Mbolo, but oh gosh, so unlucky to be given that second yellow for that incident, which is obviously a new rule, mistaken identity. Now it's about bunkering in, it's about defending their box, it's about trying to get the penalties, Kev, and it's going to be a grind because we saw at the end of that half, they're just, you know, in their box, on their 18-yard line. 10 players just trying to see it out, and they've got to do 30 minutes of this.
30 more minutes of that, and it's tough going, that, isn't it? It's hard to try to see it through because initially, after the sending off, Switzerland were still playing the same way. They were playing quite well on the front foot, but it has caught up with them, Atiba. They are going to drop deeper and deeper, and it's probably up now, up to someone like Lionel Messi to try to open them up.
Yeah, which we know he can. From the Swiss side, yeah, I think it's a matter of just, this is where you leave everything on the pitch. I mean, this is a quarterfinal, you give your life, you know, it's a team effort here, and you know you got to dig deep, you got to trust your teammates and make sure everybody's going to be in the right positions and just fight to the very end, and you need a keeper to obviously keep standing on his head.
Switzerland in their first World Cup quarter-final in 72 years, and they are headed to extra time against the defending champions. Let's get you back to Chris Wise and Brad Friedel.
Argentina has ball.
Here for Enzo Fernandez.
Another attacking option, very good. In tight spaces, very good around the box.
I can't even sleep after this.
It's been used in all but one of Argentina's games at this World Cup, Thiago Almada. A very familiar face to people who view football in this very country, having had his highly successful spell with Atlanta United.
I bet, Scott, bet. That is not a problemo.
And so, for the second time in the knockout stage,
I'm getting my tooth removed Monday, so hopefully I can still talk.
Extra time again
Monday.
For both Argentina and Switzerland. But do you anticipate, Brad, we are going to see more of the same in terms of Switzerland trying to sit in and absorb as much as possible?
Yeah, I'd like to see Murat Yakin figure out.
I'm streaming until the World Cup ends.
With the ball, but they've come out again with 5 across the back, that 3 in front of the back 5, and then just Amdouni up front. So I do see a long 30 minutes ahead for Switzerland.
Messi wins it back. McAllister had a swing at it. So did Martinez. And the ball spins away eventually in behind. It's going to be a corner.
Yes, third place, Scott, third place.
Nico Gonzalez was at the back of the queue waiting for his moment.
Yeah.
You see a lot.
But I already told my check I'm gonna stream every day till the World Cup ends.
They're going to try to have to throw their body, throw their head. Goalkeeper making saves.
Well, it was from this end of the stadium where Argentina scored via a Messi corner in the first half of this game. Almada, straight off the bench. What can he do? An element of fatigue about that effort from Julian Alvarez.
Switzerland will be happy if that's where they're getting their opportunities from.
And 5 years ago yesterday, the first Lionel Scaloni triumph when Argentina beat Brazil in the Copa America final in the Maracanã as well in Rio de Janeiro, and what a sparkling few years it has been with him at the helm.
25 seconds.
Argentina with the fresh legs on the pitch. Well worked that. Good save from Korbel. Almada getting himself into a good position.
Yeah, he's really good in these areas. You see there's 5 red shirts around, but he's still able to do a creative 1-2.
I thought that was
Didn't get all of the strike.
Can almost play that Di Maria role now, can't he, Thiago Almada? I mean, he is 25, so he's moving into the wrong side of the 20s, but for a long time I think they've been talking about him and having the potential to be the long-term replacement for Di Maria.
Yeah, and he's a little bit different in his movements. He can definitely come inside a bit more than Di Maria did. Di Maria's passing and final ball was just superb. So he's going to have something to achieve if he's going to get that status.
Here is the substitute, Almada. A slip which was almost advantageous because it nearly came the way of Alvarez. Almada. Back it goes to Romero. Has no worries at the moment about anyone being behind him. They are high up, the 2 centre-halves. Martinez, he thought about it. Almada. Gonzalez. They're sticking to their task, Switzerland. Not even a brief sniff of a gap at the moment for Argentina. Messi. Almada. Gonzalez. This is Leandro Paredes.
Over. Happy
to be patient, Argentina, and Switzerland, I think, likewise. Messi. Armada, good hit, side netting. But they have many on their feet.
That would have been insane, I'm not gonna lie.
Whether the whiz kid had come up with something special.
Yeah, I just seen Scott. I just seen it.
Come on, the ball hasn't been on the right-hand side. It's only been on the left because of that man.
No, you're good, Scott. You're good.
He's getting opportunities to shoot or have combinations. Just skims the outside of the post.
You get about 5 seconds.
Well, he has run himself dry, Denis Zakaria.
Yeah, really good shift.
And one of those who is sat on a yellow card for Switzerland. And of course, if they do make the semi-finals, Mbolo will not be able to play. But he has successfully...
They're down player though, Scott.
Ardon Yashiri, who made his first ever World Cup start last time out against Colombia, is on in his place. But he enters the fray knowing that he's probably not going to see a great deal of the ball here.
And Elvedi have been absolutely immense in the back for Switzerland.
Euler pulled to the ground, and Almada, the latest to go into the book.
I figured it would be yellow card figure. Come on, Switzerland, Scott.
Just very quietly, Remo Freuler has kept things ticking along alongside Granit Xhaka in that Swiss midfield.
Yeah, he was a big part of why they were performing so well in the second half. He had to take on a different role since the sending off.
It's the hand of a Kanji that is asking for Xhaka to send the ball his way. Him and Elfedi, the two Swiss centre-halves there.
I mean, they're down one player though, Scott.
Rare chance perhaps for Switzerland to unnerve Argentina given the circumstances of this game now. Xhaka's free kick intended for Akanji, who overstepped the mark. It's a free kick to Argentina. Tension is high. It really is. There is a lot on the line for these two teams. Taro Martinez also
another yellow card.
So that's a couple of quick yellows for Argentina.
That's something to keep an eye on for Switzerland. They'll know the players that are booked.
Yeah.
Perhaps try to.
You can attack the players that got the yellow cards.
So they can level the playing field again.
Argentina, the world champions, Switzerland, who have never been into a World Cup.
He's not chipping, he's going for the ball, but I know what you mean, Scott.
Well, actually, their last World Cup quarter-final, which was back in 1954, still remains the highest scoring World Cup game of all time. They lost 7-5 to Austria in the tournament that Switzerland were actually hosting. Remarkably, Switzerland were 3-0 up inside 19 minutes of that match. By the time it was half-time, it was Austria 5, Switzerland 4. Here is the substitute, Yashiri. And the effort from a long way out from Xhaka, which I don't think panics Martinez too much.
No, it was always going up and over, but at least Switzerland's had this couple of minutes of respite from defending in their own 18-yard box.
Argentina are not hanging around, and they can't really afford to hang around. They have the numerical advantage. Can they breach this stubborn Swiss defence here? If anybody can come up with something to conjure something remarkable, it is Messi. Not that time. 32nd World Cup game tonight for Lionel Messi, 15th in the knockout stages. And with the little noise that will be ringing in the ear of all the Argentinian fans in here, that every time they see Messi now in the knockout stage at this World Cup, they will be aware that it could be his last. Taking it back off Paredes. Romero has come up with a big goal himself in recent days in the World Cup. Here's Messi. And again Messi. And now Argentina inside the Swiss penalty area, where they haven't really been able to get themselves into positions like this. And it doesn't last too long. Broken up by Amdouni.
Switzerland's doing a really good job of when Messi is coming across the 18-yard box. Another defender's covering, and another one, and another one. I know it's thankless work, and it's hard, but you have to do that against someone as great as him.
And they might well be counting down the minutes, Switzerland. Argentina will be doing the same, but for entirely different reasons. One of them will feel like the time is racing by, and the other will sense that it is slowed down.
The game definitely slowed down, though, for sure. The game definitely slowed down.
Montiel. Messi. And he wants the free kick, and Argentina almost stopped to make sure that they get that free kick. And you know why? It's in Messi range.
He jumped on him, though.
If they have possession of the ball, shouldn't you play on instead of calling the free kick?
Let me see that again, bro. Oh, no.
Gets rid of the ball. It is a foul. He puts his body into him.
I mean, he got rid of the ball, though.
Argentina had the ball to play on.
And this spells caution for Switzerland.
Kobo will be quite happy that it's the distance it is. Not saying that Lionel Messi doesn't have the quality to score from here, but at least it'll give Koval a good chance at a sight of the ball.
Free kick for Argentina.
The brilliant cogs are whirring. Is this going to be another special Lionel Messi moment? Straight into the Swiss wall. Paredes.
There's an Argentina playing on the ground. Hope he's not hurt too bad.
Armada, McAllister. Messi. Switzerland playing with 10, and Argentina right now are playing with 10 as well. Not entirely sure, but I think that's Nico Gonzalez who is sat down.
Yeah, hope he's not hurt too bad, though.
One way, blue and white traffic. McAllister. Far too much on that cross from him.
And again, Switzerland will be happy that this is.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Scott. I know what you mean.
That was a scrape of the studs. Inadvertent, not meant. But very painful.
He is limping, so that might be a bad thing for Argentina. He won't be able to outrun one of the players.
in the final seconds of this first half of extra time. And at the moment, as was the case there from Yashari, everything from Switzerland is from range and is full of hope and not much more.
That one there, and Xhaka's earlier. But just to tick those extra seconds off the clock, I think will be a welcome sign for them.
60 seconds at the end of this first half of extra time. Still deliciously poised as Messi swings it in for Argentina. It's back across goal and away from danger. Still not moving Gonzalez, but he moved quick enough to almost provide an assist there. Paredes. Romero. McAllister. Montiel. Lisandro Martinez. Just back in by Gonzalez and behind for an Argentina corner, but they haven't got long to take it.
Oh my God. Fucking jaw hurt. I'm too bad.
Beyond the one additional minute at the end of this first half of extra time, Messi's corner. Over the bar by Romero.
Yeah. I mean, they had the goal in the second half either way, Scott. It don't matter if they scored. It's required. You got to go to the second half.
Switzerland remains stubborn, sticking to their task, having been down to 10 since the red card for Mbolo in the 72nd minute. The legs might be weary, but the minds really need to be focused now if they are to cause the greatest
Messi not having as a good game.
This tournament so far. It remains at half-time of extra time. Argentina 1, Switzerland 1. Well, they've tried to be quite deliberate, haven't they, Argentina? I mean, to their credit, there isn't a sense of panic about their play.
No, they use a man advantage very well, but that's also because of how good Lionel Messi is, how confident he is, how experienced he is, and he runs the pace of that. I thought Switzerland really navigated the first 15-minute period well. I think going into this second 15-minute period, they should probably put it into 2 blocks. First 5, second 5, and final 5. And if they can somehow, some way, get a set piece, a corner, a counter-attack, and try to get a second goal. But other than that, they're just going to have to try to limit the chances that Argentina get. And at all costs, just try to keep Lionel Messi off his left foot, which is much, much easier said than done.
They're in the right shade of red around these parts to ensure you have the locals on your side. This is the home of NFL's Kansas City Chiefs, and red really the only acceptable colour to have here normally for a game. There's a wall of red right now that Argentina cannot breach.
That's sweet.
In there, amongst it all, the captain, the leader, the man who has won more caps than anyone else for Switzerland, Granit Xhaka. Who knows what will be needed across these next 15 minutes, but they are going to have to...
Yeah, they better come back on, Scott. They better come back on.
Well, I think he knows what's needed. It's a lot of running, it's a lot of determination, a lot of blocks, a lot of communication, wasting time when you can. A lot of the ugly stuff.
I'm taking some pain relievers when I'm get off stream. I'm going to bed, bro.
Nicolas Otamendi is a half-time change in extra time for Argentina, so that is like for like in the back line with Romero departing. 38 years old now, Otamendi.
You know, I can... 1 minute. 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 1 minute.
And so, 15 more minutes to play in Kansas City tonight.
You can watch it, but don't be driving and watching at the same time.
Are trying here to startle the world champions Argentina. Whatever happens tonight, they have done their nation proud. They were, I'm sure in many people's eyes, on top of the game when Mbola received his red card not too long after the equaliser from Ndoye.
Much power.
If you're going to lose the ball, lose it there. Deep in Argentina's half for a throw-in.
Yeah, it does take forever to get lost out.
Last team to beat Switzerland in a competitive game was Spain in the UEFA Nations League in November of 2024. They are a tough nut to crack. That's McAllister landing on the toes of Muheim.
Each one of these fouls Switzerland will be happy with because it can take up to 30 seconds to a minute off the clock. Plus they get a half chance on the set piece.
Head hurt. Fuck.
And once more, the prominent aerial threats have gone forward. Akanji and Alvedi. And Widmer is in there too. Martinez and Gonzalez trying to keep an eye on Akanji. The free kick is a super one. That was bent in with some purpose from Granit Xhaka there.
Yeah, it's the best service they've had on a set piece today. Horrible one to defend.
But now they are having to assume a position that has been one of regularity for them in the last half an hour or so. Back into their defensive shape once more, Switzerland. This is Messi. And bringing it away is Zeki Amdouni, but he is all on his own. And he's surrounded by players, Amdouni, and he's managed to burst his way through, and he just wants the return pass now, which wasn't good enough from the participating Widmer.
Seems like Murray Yakin has said, if you can have a chance and you feel good, go and join in with Amdouni. We've seen on a couple of occasions now 2 or 3 players going with him.
McAllister, and like a magnet, the ball lands at Messi's feet. McAllister. Almada. Gonzalez. Thiago Almada for Argentina. Messi. Sandro Martinez, Almada. They're trying to craft something almost like a thing of beauty here, Argentina.
I think he thought McAllister was going to step forward for a first-time hit.
Martinez. Out of the reach of Lautaro Martinez.
McAllister just wasn't on the same page as Thiago Almada. Here's that service. It's a really well-defended ball by Lautaro Martinez, going back towards your own goal, in between the goalkeeper and the attackers.
An intervention from him that was almost as good as the intervention for the winner against Egypt. Jose Manuel Lopez on for Leandro Paredes for Argentina. So that is another striker onto the pitch. It is, I would say now, as full frontal really as Argentina possibly can be in terms of having strikers on the pitch.
No real positions, they're just all across and then let Messi get the
Come on,
ball.
15 seconds. take like 5 minutes.
The nerves will be creeping in, certainly amongst the supporters. Messi for Argentina, caught by Korbel.
I don't know, Scott. I know I'm tired.
That's what you want.
I know that.
You're a defender. You're tired. You just hear
I know I'm
that
tired and I want to go to bed.
You're so happy.
Took him 13 internationals to earn his very first clean sheet, Gregor Korbel, but he's one of the standout goalkeepers in Europe right now. Brilliant season with Borussia Dortmund in Germany. Sherry can't keep it in.
I'm trying to ACL. I'm taking these pain really pills, and I'm going to bed. I'm not doing no editing. I'll edit tomorrow.
And maybe the only way they are going to beat them is via a spot kick situation from here. That's what ultimately Switzerland are playing for. A situation that Argentina do not want. Messi!
Oh, nice. That could have been nice, ain't gonna lie.
Shoveled away by Korbel. Lautaro Martinez. Julian Alvarez!
Oh my God. That was nice. That was nice. Argentina scored to make it 2-1. Oh, no, that was nice. That was nice. Bro, Argentina won against Switzerland. So far, that might seal the game. 2-1 now. It's 2-1. That goal by him was that goal was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That was a nice goal. 2-1. That might seal the game. 2-1. Argentina's winning. 2-1. I don't care about that fight.
Just truly remarkable stuff. It started with Lionel Messi and a great save by Kobo. It comes over to
I'll watch highlights or some shit after.
Ever World Cup goal. And it's just a magnificent
I'm not worried about that game.
It is going up and over
or that match, whatever.
And wide until you see that
minutes left. I don't know. Honestly, Scott.
Kobo is just left helpless. Heartbreak for Switzerland at this moment in time. And just complete relief for Argentina.
Spellbinding stuff from Julian Alvarez. A noise like no other inside Kansas City Stadium. His first goal of this World Cup, and one that he will never forget. They call him El Araña, the spider, because of his ability to look like he had multiple legs. I think the goalkeeper, Korbel, could have been a spider with multiple arms there. He wouldn't have stopped it.
No, that's one of those strikes, I'm afraid, that from a goalkeeper standpoint is just virtually impossible to save. See, tempers are flaring here before the kickoff.
Well, Lopez is one of those that has been booked, having only just come onto the pitch. And now the Swiss tactics have to change again. Off comes Freuler. This is Ruben Vargas, who was the man to the rescue. His spot kick won it against Colombia in the round of 16.
You've also seen the Argentinian players. They're talking
about who's playing in
what positions now. They have virtually 5 strikers on the pitch.
It's a really good point. Who is going to sit in now and try and defend this? And if that is to be the winning goal from Alvarez, and if Argentina do go on and win the World Cup again, they will be talking about that goal for decades to come. But we aren't done yet. Attacked by Amdouni. This is Widmer for Switzerland, who need to find more heart now. Xhaka, nicely floated ball, out comes Martinez. Claims it with authority.
Good goalkeeping. That's a floated ball.
Y'all seen he dropped one,
an attacking player.
I don't know, someone kick out some shit.
He chose the latter.
He'd have been wondering, I think, for quite a sizable period of this extra time, Emi Martinez, whether he was going to be needed in a shootout here. And they are having a sweet release now.
Well, McAllister's going to have to come off the pitch. Oh no, because the medicus didn't come out. Sweetest of strikes.
Unstoppable. The aim of Alvarez and the aim for Argentina to go on and win another World Cup. Closing in on that semi-final 4 days from now against England. As it stands, it will be those two in Atlanta. Unless Switzerland can dig deep than perhaps they've ever dug before. And there is little more he can do from here, Murat Yakin.
It's not that long left, Scott. Not that long left.
He's really unlucky. He had a brilliant halftime. He came out and his team were magnificent until Embolo was sent off. Truly magnificent.
But they are the extra time specialists, Argentina. They have done it time and again through the years. Yashari for Switzerland, one of those who is fresh legs and has won them a free kick here.
You can't say they can't. You can't say they suck when they held Argentina for 2 points.
That could have been a second.
Not even 2 points. They held them down for 1 point for a whole a cool minute.
It wasn't too long ago that he sent in the most beautiful free kick that nearly led to a Switzerland goal. Something similar required here from the Granit Xhaka shelf.
Similar position.
And most in red are committed forward for it from Xhaka off the top of the one-man Argentinian wall, which was Lionel Messi. "90 seconds plus stoppage time from the end. Akanji has stayed up there. The Switzerland with bodies forward are now open, and it can all be sealed here. It is Messi for Argentina. Lionel Messi. It's a corner off the shins of Xhaka.
Next best thing for Argentina to get a corner. Take some of those precious seconds off the clock. Difficult to waste time now with the new rules in place.
It appears it is going to be the first game of this World Cup that is going to pass by without a Lionel Messi goal in it. Someone else's turn for the headlines tonight. Julian Alvarez's name is going to be up in lights tomorrow.
Make sure you hit my YouTube chat. Make sure y'all subbing up, liking the stream, and if you're on Twitch, make sure you're from on Twitch.
Buenos Aires and beyond, they will be bouncing right now. Is there any more in the Swiss tank? They have 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
There is still time for Switzerland. There is still time for the nerves of Argentina to be activated. The 10 men of Switzerland, Yashari, deep ball towards Vidmo, almost took his eye off it right at the end. And it's hurried out of play. It didn't quite cross the line. Xhaka has it again for Switzerland. But he has it taken away from him by Alvarez. And now suddenly Argentina with Almada can seal it. Almada, the save, but the follow-up is in.
Oh my God, they scored again. It got blocked. And then Martinez, damn. And then Martinez kicked it back in. It got blocked. Damn. That sealed it. Oh man, that sealed the game. 3-1. 3-1. That is the end. That sealed the game. 3-1. Argentina is advancing. That sealed the game right there. Well, that sealed the game.
Atlanta
I'm
and
just trying to go to
England.
sleep, bro.
Here come the Albiceleste.
Well, Switzerland were throwing caution to the wind. And when that happens, the likelihood that it was going to end up 2-1 was very low. They were either going to go to 2-2 or this would happen. Very good save by Kobel. Thiago Almada really took off with his jets. Lautaro Martinez with the simplest of finishes. And that does seal it for an England v Argentina.
Switzerland was holding them down to 1 point for a cool minute, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, he was the talk of the town, Lautaro Martinez, for his sublime ball that won the game against Egypt via Enzo Fernandez's head, and now he has a goal of his own. And this one takes Argentina over the finish line.
Hey. You gotta give it to Switzerland. They down a player, but they did hold Argentina to 1 point for a cool minute, but they got 3 points now, so that'll matter.
And tonight it is all about the men that surround Messi rather than the man himself. Well, they haven't had a moment like this, I don't think, really, in the knockout stage so far. Argentina, some minutes to relax, to be at peace with the situation.
No, they've had backs up against the wall and against two much smaller nations, football-wise, than them, where there would have been a lot of criticism if they had been knocked out. I do think they were a little fortunate in this game with the way that it panned out with Embolo sending off. Switzerland started this second half remarkably well.
And for the first time since the FIFA rankings were introduced back in 1992, we are going to have all of the top four in the pre-tournament rankings in the semi-final of the World Cup. In every single sense, the stars have shone.
Sorry, I'm going to bed after this.
Argentina's pursuit of greatness goes on.
That is game chat.
They will go back to Atlanta, back to the scene of their miraculous...
That is game chat. I feel the bed, bro. But chats. I like I don't cap. I like all Josh Mafia. Big game, but long ass facts. It was a long ass game. Shot facts. No cap. Yeah. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, Scott. Tomorrow night. But chat, I love y'all. I'm finna go to sleep. I love y'all. YouTube's got YouTube, but I'm gonna get some sleep. Hopefully get some sleep. I will be streaming tomorrow. I'll be from 8:30 to 12:30, maybe. I don't know. 8:30 to probably. I don't know. I'm tired, chat. But I'm probably streaming like 4 or 5 hours tomorrow. I'm gonna see. But on that, I love y'all. Hey, Mike.